Yo, yo, it's a four hot show. Time to make it grow. Like she said, go. It's Millie in the gully, and we the talking goats. Let's go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Four Hot Podcast. Four Hot standing for the four highest on top, referring to Mount Rushmore, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, we're going to be naming our Mount Rushmores of whatever we want, whatever we want, whatever subject we want, but particularly being, we're going to be talking MMA, we're going to be talking boxing, we're going to be talking about that real rap, none of that fake shit. I want to be a little bit vulgar right here because we're enthusiastic right here. I am him, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fernando Macias. I'm in love with the sport of boxing, in love with all combat sports, as a matter of fact, and in love with fucking rap. We're going to be a little bit vulgar here. Now, let me introduce you to the man, the myth, and legend himself.
What's poppin', guys? I'm Jay. I'm ready to do this shit. Top two division champions. That's what we're talking about tonight. I am a broadcaster. I love music, and I love boxing.
Champions, not just champions. They don't need to be champions. We're just gonna be talking about the baddest motherfuckers that hopped whatever weight class they wanted.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go right into the list. Who do you got first?
No. But let's tell them why we doing this. Let's not rush into it. We doing this because the man John Bone Jones is fighting. UFC. Which one is it? Shit. Part of my language. But hey, we're both around here. UFC 285. The man, the myth, the legend, Jay. Tell them what you think about UFC 285.
Dude, 285. It's kind of a good card. I mean, you got Valentina fighting. You have John Jones coming back after a long hiatus. And now the title is vacant. The heavyweight title. And if Jones wins, I mean.
Hold on. Before we get up to all this, before we get into the actual 285, let's talk about a little bit hypothetical. Who would you have, John Jones or Francis?
Dude, honestly, I would have John Jones
over Francis. Me too.
I feel like
I'm
Francis,
not even gonna lie.
I feel like Francis backed out. He backed out because he was scared. What other reason would he back out?
I don't. Yeah,
he wasn't injured. His contract wasn't running out.
Hey, you heard Dana? Dana said he's never bringing Francis back. That Francis fucked up. Never again. He's bringing him back.
I mean, that's just the power of John Jones, man.
Scared the
He's making top heavyweights, out of his own belt. He didn't even have to fight him. He just fucking left.
Fucking ridiculous. I'm also let's talk about early. Let's go the early ones. This is the ones that are non-pay-per-view. Is it even in ESPN? I'm not even sure.
I don't know. I know Cody's fighting.
That's prelims. I'm talking early, where the man Ian Gary, we're talking about him, the welterweight. You know, the future.
The Irishman. The new Connor.
Hey, don't put that on him. Don't put that pressure on him this soon.
Dude, he said he could beat the top 5 right now. He said he could do it.
He did. Hey.
I watch MMA on point.
I do too. I like that show. I like that YouTube channel. But Ian Gary, he's still young. There's a lot of time. We'll see. And just because he's another Irishman don't mean he's Connor. But I do like him right now. He's undefeated. But with being undefeated gives you a lot of pressure, in my opinion. Especially in MMA, because no one really has a perfect record. The only one we could say is probably Khabib. Hey, John Jones would have had a perfect record.
Yeah, I mean, John Jones is undefeated. That disqualification is bullshit. Dana White was talking about how bad it was. Like, he's sick over it. Imagine how John Jones feels. That elder to Matt Hamill.
Oh,
come on, man.
It wasn't even an L.
Come on.
Now, on the prelims is your boy Cody. He has to win.
No, he doesn't. He has to win or he's getting dropped like Darren Till.
Yo, Darren Till. Hold on. Darren Till said he told them to drop it.
I know. I read about that. But come on.
He said he's gonna do steroids.
Dude, no. I mean, Cody has to win, man. He was on such a good spree beating TJ, or not beating TJ, beating Dominic, and then he got a good fight with TJ. Hey,
then he fought TJ and he fell off. That's what
But the way he beat Dominic Cruz, it has to be the most impressive victory ever.
But these 5 losses are all recent. That's the
Yeah, I
bad.
mean, I think like 4 of them are like the last like out of 4 out of 5,
You
right?
know, I'm still a little bit mad at Cody though,
Why?
because last time he fought, I bet a parlay, right? Was it last time? Well, one of the times he
I
lost,
don't
I
know.
bet a parlay. All of them fucking hit. It's so Cody. Fucking Cody lost me so much. He didn't lose me so much money, but the potential. I think it was $20 parlay, and I would have won like 800 and something.
Don't
Had
bet on
4 out
Cody
of
no
5
more.
right. If Cody would have had it, I would have been happy, man. But Cody
Dude,
got
don't bet on him. I feel like he's just on a downward spiral right now. He's gonna lose, I think. I think he's gonna lose again.
gonna get cut. He's gonna get
He's gonna
cut.
get cut, man. He's gonna get cut. Time is up.
There's also a couple. Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson nice. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him, but he always putting up a fight.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
Nah, he's solid middleweight. And then we got the girls. The girls are gonna put up action. Amanda Ribas. She about that.
Hey, that's always a good show. 2 girls wrestling halfway naked. Throw
You
the
gonna,
mud in there.
you gonna get us fucking canceled before we even fucking release a second episode.
Come on, I want to see those bitches
Fucking
roll around on
God.
the ground.
Amanda Ribas would kick your ass, Jay. I will put all the money in the world on her over you.
Yeah, probably. That's a good bet.
And that we also got a couple middleweights. Julian Marquez, I like him. I like him. He remind me of a caveman.
JM.
During down. The main card though, Bo Nickel. That man's the truth. There's a lot.
I heard a lot about him.
There's so
Is he
much.
the truth?
We gonna find out. He's on the main card. He's opening the main card. So we are gonna find out if he. I mean, it's gonna be his biggest stage. I think. I'm pretty sure it'll be his biggest stage. I mean, but he's a national champion. This is nothing compared to being the national championship. I also like that welterweight matchup. I can't pronounce his name, but he's from Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan people.
Is it Borat?
I knew you were gonna say that. I was gonna say don't fucking say Borat before you even said it. You're gonna fucking get us canceled before we even get an episode 2.
Wait, so Jeff Neal
Jeff Neal against
against Borat.
No, mother. That motherfucker will kick your ass. He ain't no fucking Borat.
Okay.
Kazakhstan is not everything Borat fucking showed. Kazakhstan's a badass place with some badass fucking fighters.
We should go visit there.
I'm
It
down.
seems like a good tourist location.
Hey, my boy Triple G. Shout out to Triple G. My boy Triple G from there. Hey, who you got on the women's? Flyweight. Hey, I'm calling it. Our first episode, and I'm going to go with an upset. Mexico! Alexa Grasso.
Grasso, that's an Italian last name.
Bro, she's Mexican.
She's Mexican?
Bro, she's Mexican.
Dude,
Alexa Grasso's Mexican.
Are you sure that's a Mexican? That's an Italian last name.
You're making me doubt myself right now, so I'm Googling it.
And she's Italian, isn't she?
I would hate to be incorrect on the very first podcast.
I think you're wrong.
I am 100% correct. She's Mexican.
What?
She is Mexican.
Okay, well, look, she's still gonna get her ass whooped. Valentina's one of the goats. She's top 3 women. I'll talk about the number 1 on our main thing right now.
Whoa. I ain't the greatest fall off because am I wrong to say that Amanda lost recently? I don't think so, am I?
Yeah, but then she won. She won the trilogy, didn't she?
Valentina could lose 2 and win again, but I'm feeling upset. It's the year of the Mexican champion. Mexico got 2 champions this year. Do you know that?
What they got?
Brandon Moreno. Can you tell me the second Mexican champion?
Oh man, give me a clue.
Come on, it just happened. Yair.
Yair.
He's non-disputed. It's interim.
The interim, yeah.
Interim, but hey, that's still champion. So 2 champions. Mexico got 2 MMA champions. And it's not like Cain Velasquez where he was like Mexican American. These are Mexico, straight up.
Show.
So I think Mexico is gonna have his 3rd champion, and that's gonna be Alexa.
No, I think Valentina's gonna fucking destroy her.
I feel upset.
All right.
But should we go to? I mean, this is what we really want to talk about, right?
The main card, the main event.
The main event. That's what we're about. This is what this. I mean, this is what is going to correlate into our fucking. Pardon me. No. I apologize for my language, but I don't. It's just force of habit because sometimes I got my kids around me. You know, I gotta apologize, but sometimes.
Look, if we're talking goats, this is the goat to talk about. Johnny Bone Jones.
I see what you
Johnny
did.
Bone Jones. Come on.
Hey,
He's already the GOAT, but if he wins this, undisputed GOAT.
but hold on. Did you know this was the first time he opened up as the underdog?
Yeah, but I think he's the favorite now.
Now he's the favorite. Now he's the favorite.
I mean, he's been out for a while, so I get it, but this guy, I don't think
Get it?
I don't believe in this guy.
Do you get it? Because I have him by domination. I have him fucking dominating.
I mean, the only reason I get it is because he's been gone for a while and he's not a heavyweight.
Hey, I can name so many GOATs that did layoffs, but I'm talking about like GOATs, top of their game at their primes that took layoffs. They need their body to rest, and they came back and whooped ass. Look at his layoffs against what? Against DC. He came back and fucking knocked out DC with a head kick. But then he got caught. I mean,
well, the week before he was doing coke and shit, and he still won.
That's why. Hey, I don't know if it's me. I really don't know, but I think he's even more of a GOAT because he did that shit.
Right? Like, but we can't say that though. Like, people can't say that. Even Dana White knows.
I know it might be so wrong of me to, because imagine if he didn't. I don't know if he needed to do that, but imagine if he didn't do it, but he did it and he won.
He even said, he's like, I did coke last week and I still beat you. Remember that?
Like, who? Crazy. Like, I know a lot of people do drugs in all sports. But to be on top of one of the hardest sports ever, and like this guy's just cleaning them up, and now he's going to heavyweight. So, and I still think he's going to dominate.
I don't know about domination, but I mean, I feel like he's definitely going to win, and I think that just solidifies his legacy for sure. Like, there's no one that can even compete right now. It's kind of like Brady with the NFL.
I deduct a lot of points for his steroids. I really do.
Has he ever really been caught with that?
Yeah, he really has. He got suspended, like 16 months? And supposedly they said he snitched. He did a Takashi, they said.
Oh, shit. I heard he was like hiding under the ring or something from USADA.
I heard he's done that too. I heard all type of stuff. I'm not sure what to believe, but I heard he snitched and got less time. You're supposed to have like more time for suspension, because that's when DC became champion, when he got suspended. Yeah. That's when he injured.
I don't know. I mean, I think I think if he wins this, it's automatic.
But I deduct so much for that, and guess what? He's still the GOAT. That's how good he is.
Yeah, I mean, who else would be next? Like Anderson Silva that got beat by Jake Paul? Come on.
I see why you did that. I see why you did that.
Like GSP, who had all his allegations too. Khabib that retired at 32.
I mean, I don't got Khabib in my top Mount Rushmore. Let me tell you, he ain't in my.
I don't have him in the top 10 either. Maybe 10, but not 5.
All right. So call it then. Call it. What you think? What is it gonna be?
I think second round he takes him out. John Jones takes him out by submission.
I agree.
Or knockout.
I agree. Submission too. This is like one of the rare times we agree on like exactly everything. I agree on the round, and I agree it's gonna be a submission.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like that Lyoto Machida type shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that shit was vicious.
Where he fucking choked him out, dropped him, and walked away.
No, he actually grabbed him by his neck.
Oh shit!
And he fucking you watch the body drop, like just boom, and just fucking.
That's the type of shit I feel, but.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna beat him down.
We didn't even mention his name. We didn't even say Cyril Gane. But I'm not a believer in him. Did you look him up?
I looked him up. I was not impressed. I was not impressed by his performance.
Let's not even mention he lost to Francis in wrestling. Francis is not a fucking wrestler. John Jones is a fucking good.
And even in the press conference, Jones was saying like he's surprised that he was impressed by Francis.
Bro, Francis had no fucking knees. That's why the UFC didn't fucking sign him. They didn't know how long this guy's gonna last. That man didn't have no knees.
Yeah.
So of course Francis would run away from John Jones. He got no knees. He knew John Jones would run. Francis.
What is that guy gonna do now though?
I think he's gonna get paid somewhere. Yeah. I know we're gonna get away from the subject, but yeah, I think Francis will get paid somewhere. Somewhere, somehow. I think he could box Tyson Fury somewhere in Abu Dhabi. Hey, Tyson Fury fucking sells money. He's an entertainer.
He could fight Jake Paul.
Jake Paul,
what? We never talked about.
We're not talking about your boy.
We're not doing the.
No, we're not talking about your boy losing to Tommy.
We gotta talk about that.
The hype train's done. Jake Paul's over.
He's coming back, but okay.
Jake Paul is over. The era is done.
I don't think so. I think you're highly mistaken, my friend.
But Francis, much. You know what he can't do? Like Dana said, he could never come back to the UFC. And even if he did, I think John Jones would eat that boy up.
I wonder how that played out with him and Dana White. Like, he's a champion, and then all of a sudden he's just like, "Oh, I'm out of here." And then Dana White.
I feel like Dana don't run the show no more. Dana's the face still, but I feel it's a more. Let me get the name. I think it's more Hunter Strickland. I think he runs the show more. I don't even think it's Dana anymore. I think Dana's still the face and has he has like a say in it.
But what do you think? You think like Francis actually just like was actually scared? I mean, he didn't say he was scared, right? You can't say that. So how does he walk out of that?
At the end of the day, it's a business. And do you think Francis really made that much money? I thought he did. I thought they could do some shit like go back to his home in Africa and fucking make a big ass event like a Thriller in Manila type shit.
But even Dana said he turned away from the best money he could have made fighting John Jones. So
Francis wanted more freedom, which I hear a lot of UFC fighters do. Hey, but that's not for us to say. Some UFC fighters say they get treated good. Some say they don't get treated good. Or not that they don't get treated good. It's they're not taken care of financially correctly sometimes. But
yeah, I agree.
I don't know. We don't know. But let's move on.
What
our show is about, Jay.
Let's go.
Let's move on to our Mount Rushmores of this week. Of today, particularly being the Mount Rushmores of MMA's multi-division fighters.
All right, you want me to go first?
It don't gotta be champs. It can just be fighters that are hopping weight classes and whooping ass.
Okay, I'll do my top 3 and then I'll throw a wild card in there.
You're gonna put a wild card on your Mount Rushmore?
Well, one that you wouldn't expect, I think.
Let me hear that top. Let me go. I'll do the same.
All right.
I feel like mine would be there anyways. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think we could agree DC.
I agree.
Daniel Cormier beat AJ. He beat Stipe. I have Henry Cejudo. He beat DJ. He beat Cruz, Dominic Cruz, and he beat TJ Dillashaw within a minute. I think him and Dominic Cruz, he beat him within like the first round for sure.
Could have been early stoppages, but
okay, maybe. And then I got Amanda Nunes, who beat. Her resume is crazy.
That's
what you think about for women.
That's why you're talking Amanda earlier, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the resume is just insane. Holly Holm, Valentina twice, Ronda Rousey within a minute.
Hey, Valentina could have won one of those. I thought she won the second one.
Okay, Tate, Cyborg, and she avenged the loss of Penna. So
you're right. I mean, you can't argue that. She's the goal. She's the goal female in multi-weight classes, so you gotta put her up there. I understand.
For sure. And then my wild card for this would be Connor, just based off the fact that he didn't defend his titles, but he still knocked out Jose Aldo in 14 seconds, and he still whooped the shit out of Eddie Alvarez.
Just say that's
within
your boy.
one.
Just say that's your boy.
2 rounds. That's my boy. That's my boy. I know. I'm drinking his fucking proper whiskey right now.
This guy. Hey,
that's my boy.
I didn't know we had some advertisement for him right now.
Hey.
He better be paying you something. This ain't no free advertisement show.
I got that proper whiskey, boy.
I'm gonna have to only agree on that DC because I got him on my. Let me. I'm gonna
It's
just
the
go.
only one. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go with my four. I'm gonna go with my four, and then we'll talk about each other's. I'm gonna go with DC. I agree. 2 division champ. He was champ. Not just 2 division champ. He was champ. And let's not forget, he came from Strikeforce heavyweight. Then he went to the UFC. He told Kane, "You my brother. I don't want to fight you for the title." So he moved down because Kane was in heavyweight. And then guess what? He became champion, even though my boy John, who knows if John never did what he did, if DC would be on my list still. You never know. But hey, you can't argue. DC did everything correct, and he deserves the credit. So he's my multi-division. John could replace
I
him.
get it.
If John wins, he might replace DC. All right, let me go to my other one. I got BJ Penn. I'm gonna go old school with the other guys.
I almost had BJ Penn, but I had to cross him out for Amanda. But go ahead.
I got look. You let me
because he had like 20 losses.
It's okay. BJ fought at 155, 170, 185, which is middleweight, and 205. Not saying that he won in all of them, but he fought in them.
Yeah.
And I respect that because that guy wanted a challenge. He left the UFC, even though he was champ. He left, and then what he do? He came back and beat Man Hughes in his prime. Yes, he took a couple L's, but he wanted a challenge.
That's when he was in his prime, dude. But then, like, the fall off, you got to take that in consideration. Hey. You got to take that into consideration.
Why? Sometimes fighters don't know when to cut it off, but you still got to respect their prime.
You think overall Penn would be ahead of Nunes?
I think difficulty Penn went through over the difficulty Amanda went through is totally 2 different stories. Because we all knew Ronda wasn't that good on the feet. Everyone knew that. I think you put Ronda in today with today's females, she gets whipped by a lot of them.
Yeah, but she set it off. Come on, you can't tarnish her name.
The game changes, and that's all respects to Amanda that she's with the game still. But the game changes, and that's what happened to BJ. The game changed, and he didn't change with it. He couldn't keep up.
That's true. I agree.
But
don't tarnish Ronda Rousey's name, okay? I still like her. I think she's very hot.
You on your Derek Lewis right there? We're Ronda Rousey's fine ass. I got BJ there. Come on, man. And he also won UFC titles in 2 divisions.
That's true.
I'm gonna go with my boy Anderson the Spider. Come on, man. Anderson in his prime was something special. He didn't win 2 divisions. Now he won belts in 2 divisions. But when he went up and fucked up Forrest Griffin with a jab, he knocked him out with the jab, Jay. He went.
Come on, Forrest Griffin, he's kind of like giving up already, man.
He went bing, bing. Was it southpaw? I don't remember. He went bing, bing, boom, Jay, and knocked him out. This was right after Forrest Griffin lost his title. He was still up there. Anderson was that guy.
And then he lost to Jake Paul.
Man, I knew you were going to say that. And hey, but I'm not even going to say it because that's my other boy. But he also beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. But that's my boy too. Shout out to Chavez Jr. Hey, Anderson beat him. Come on, man. Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. beats Jake Paul. I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
That's boxing. We're talking about boxing, but that's how it works. That's how MMA math, boxing math works.
Yeah.
Anderson beats Chavez Jr., loses to Jake Paul, who loses to Chavez Jr. I'll put any money in the world that Chavez Jr. beats Jake Paul. You really think Jake Paul beats Chavez?
I don't know actually. If it's 12 rounds, maybe not, but 8 rounds,
or you
possibly.
Never.
He beat the guy that beat him. He knocked him down. And then, by the way, even though he lost to Tommy Fury, he still knocked his ass down. Don't forget that. Give my boy some props.
Fuck all them. Fuck all of them. My last one, Captain America himself, Randy Couture. That man is a 3-time heavyweight champ. 3-time. 1, 2, 3. Could you name anyone else that did that?
I think I could, actually. Didn't Dan Henderson do that?
No, Dan Henderson was never even a UFC champion.
Dan Henderson was a UFC champion?
Never. He won titles everywhere except the UFC.
Okay. But I think he had more belts.
Randy Couture, 2-time UFC light heavyweight champion. And that man was always trying to chase the best to fight the best. Gotta love Captain America, even though Dana hates him now. You know Dana hates him now? He don't think
No, why did you hate him?
I don't know why he hates him. I think it's because he's suing him. You know, he's with that group that's suing the UFC.
Yeah, that'd be a good reason to hate someone.
Kanye loves when people sue him.
All right, well, I think my list was better, actually.
What? I also had Hendo as an honorable mention. Now you mentioned Hendo.
I just remembered him, actually, when we were talking about this. I didn't even
he
think
won-
about him.
He won everywhere except the UFC. And UFC is the number one. So I can't put him there when he never won in the UFC title. He was close, but never won one. He beat Fedor, though. And
Yeah,
won.
he fucking knocked out the Prime Bisping.
He almost knocked out champion. He almost knocked out champion Bisping too. And he was close, but he fought at middleweight, like heavyweight and heavyweight. That's why I give him love. But he didn't win no UFC titles, and you know that's the title you gotta win to be considered. That's why Fedor, to me, it can't be considered the guy.
Well, yeah, that's what Dana White was saying. Like he's not even like top 5 or whatever.
Oh yeah, and I don't take as much as into the fall off like you, but Fedor fell the fuck off. He needs to. He retired already, but he should have retired years ago. Years ago. So that's.
I don't know though. But...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell us down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. This is 4 Hot Podcast. We will continue bringing you our Mount Rushmores, and we can debate about it. You see, me and Jake don't agree. He got Connor on there. Any MMA fan knows that Connor.
Those knockouts were vicious in those divisions. Come on.
I love Connor. I ain't gonna lie. I love Connor. I do. But man, I wish he would fight more. He could have been the one. But I can't blame him. The fucking money. Could you blame him?
Hey, I can't wait for our show before him and Chandler fight.
Oh,
we gotta watch that live. I haven't watched Tough in forever. I didn't even know what was going on still, but I'm gonna tune in. Let me tell you. He's here in Vegas. You saw him weigh in? Yeah, I saw him. I saw him at the weigh-in.
For the fucking movie.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait. The King is back.
The King is back. He's getting more promotion than everyone else. This is ridiculous. But hey, that's for another Mount Rushmore. We'll see. We didn't agree. Comment down below. We'll be releasing our social media accounts. We'll be in Twitter, Instagram. That's about it. I'm not with the TikTok stuff. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try. I ain't never downloading TikTok.
Are you gonna put the YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's gonna be on here, sir. It's gonna be on here.
Are you gonna say it? Are you gonna say it right now?
It's the 4 Hot Podcast. That's what I told you already.
Okay, I don't even know it. I gotta add it.
Subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. This is our first one. Let us know how we did. There's more to